Well, hey y'all, welcome to a Wet Your Whistle Wednesday on Uncle Bub's Bell Buckle Beer Reviews. And what I've got for you today is, it's a familiar beer because I've done it a couple weeks ago, at least the brewery. But it's a different beer. It looks like the same can, and when I saw it in the store, I was like, I've already done that one. And I got to looking at it, and actually I haven't. This is a beer from Bohemia Regent, a traditional Czech beer, and I did a dark lager a couple weeks ago. This one is a semi-dark lager. It says semi-dark up at the top there. The can looks almost identical to the other can, but it said dark lager down here. This is a 5.3% ABV, brewed in the Czech Republic. The ingredients are artesian well water, barley malts, hops, yeast. It's pasteurized, and it's 5.3% ABV. And it's got the government warning, and it's got that same stuff. It's got the U.S. and for England and for Czech. It's got different whatever. Of course, the U.S. has got the most. Because all the bullshit that the U.S. government has you put on the labels. But this is imported by Ancient Craft Imports, Paxico, Texas. And I like Ancient Craft Imports. I'm friends with them on Facebook. I don't know a whole lot about them. I know that they import some really good beer. But this Bohemia Regent semi-dark lager, it says on the back of this thing, the Bohemian Regent Brewery is one of the oldest in the world and is one of the is one of the cultural heritage landmarks of the Czech Republic. The brewery was established in 1379 in the castle of the southern Bohemian town of Trebon. It remains independent and family-owned after 600 years, while still strictly adhering to traditional Czech brewing methods. Okay? So, I can't, it's got some foreign language on the side of it here, and I can't really read it. Now on this thing it says best before date, see base of can, and the best before date on the bottom of the can is February the 9th, 2025. So here we are about 3 months past that, but no, two months past that, but I don't think it's going to make that much difference. So let's try this Bohemia Regent traditional Czech beer semi-dark lager today on a Wet Your Whistle Wednesday. Pop this thing open here. Let's see what semi-dark looks like. Well, it doesn't look hardly as dark as the other one. I guess that's why it's called semi-dark. Man, that's a beautiful amber color. Look at that. Man, that is pretty. That is a beautiful amber color and just bright as it can be. Nice head. Let's get a whiff of that head. It has the aroma coming off of it reminds me very slightly of a Marzen. And actually the color looks a lot like a Marzen as well. A Marzen is usually a deep, beautiful amber color like this too. It's got a kind of an off-white head on it. Not a white head, but it's kind of off-white, light tan, whatever you want to call it. But man, that brew itself is just a beautiful color, don't you think? Man, pretty brew. And just a slight Marzen note. If you've had a Marzen, you know what it smells like. That's kind of just a little bit of the note I'm getting off the aroma there. All right, let's get a taste of this head. It's just pretty. That's a pretty brew. The flavor in the head it's not as rich as a Marzen, but it's got a slight Marzen type flavor in the head. paired with a little bit of a caramel note and a nice little bitter finish in the head. Man, that's good. You get that Marzen note when I first take a slurp of it. I'm getting the Marzen note initially, then a little bit of caramel, and then in the finish I'm getting a nice little bitterness, man, that I really like. Man, the head is delicious. And of course, I did the first one of these a couple weeks ago, the Bohemia Regent. I'd never seen it before, and I found that one in a liquor store in Murfreesboro, and then I was in actually my hometown this time just checking out. They usually don't have anything new in my local liquor stores, but I went in there and I found several, and this was one of them. Bohemia Regent Traditional Czech Beer Semi-Dark Lager. So at a 5.3% ABV, this is for all American workers. Hey, I love and appreciate y'all. Thank you for the hard work that you do to provide for yourselves and your families, pay your own damn way, just like I do. Cheers, brothers and sisters. Man, that is just fantastic. It's just as smooth as it can be. It has a little bit of the Marzen type flavor in the body of it, just a little bit. But to me, personally, I like Marzens okay. They're not my favorite style beer, but they're okay. This one having just a slight Marzen type flavor, I prefer this one over a Marzen. It is just freaking delicious. It's smooth. It's not harsh in any kind of way. It does not have the bitterness in the finish that the head did. But man, this is a good brew. I'm gonna score it an A right off the bat, man. It's just freaking delicious. Oh, that's good beer. It's got just that ever so slight Marzen type flavor, and just as well as just a very slight caramel note to it. It may be just a hint of bitterness in the finish. Not much bitterness in the finish at all, like it was in the head. The head had a nice little bitter bite in the finish, but the body itself does not. It's just very mild in the bitterness. But man, this is a friggin' delicious semi-dark lager. If you see this Bohemia Regent semi-dark lager, Pivo Petra Vodka, Trebon, traditional Czech beer, give this a shot if you ain't never. If you have the opportunity to try it, don't pass it up, because this is, especially if you like darker beers like this. Now, this is not a dark beer, but it's a beautiful amber. If you like Marzens, things like that, you'll like this beer. It's just freaking good. It's really good. And I got several more to enjoy. I'm glad I do. Alright, y'all, that's been a Wet Your Whistle Wednesday this week. I will be back tomorrow for a Tennessee Thirsty Thursday. I got another Tennessee brew that I found locally here that I'm going to try for you tomorrow. So y'all stay tuned. Take care. I love and appreciate y'all. Cheers. That's delicious.